Okay, good morning, students. We have started a new chapter that are the transpiration. Most of the part we have completed. Out of what is the transpiration, the process of transpiration, then types of transpiration, structure of stomata. In previous lecture, we have completed the structure of stomata. In today's lecture, we are going to see the mechanism of opening and the closing stomata. Let's see what are the mechanism on the basis of a stomata are open and the close. Opening and the closing of stomata take place due to changes in a turgor pressure in a guard cell. We have see the structure of stomata. There are the central pore outside guard cell, there outside subsidiary cell, and there outside the epidermal cell. That are the simple structure of a stomata. And the opening and the closing, it is all depend upon the guard cell turgor pressure. During the daytime, subsidiary cell enter the guard cell. During the daytime, water enter in a guard cell, due to which a turgor pressure is created in a guard cell, and the guard cell become a turgid and the central pore become a open. That are the basic mechanism of opening stomata. During the night time, water from guard cell enters in a subsidiary cell. Water from the guard cell, it enters in a subsidiary cell. Okay, due to which a guard cell become a flaccid or a relax, due to which a stomata become a close. That are the basic mechanism of opening and the closing stomata. But actual mechanism are given by the different scientists. In this lecture, today's lecture, we are going to see most important mechanism of opening and the closing stomata, Steward hypothesis. Steward, it is one of the scientists that study the plant physiological process of opening and the closing stomata, that give their hypothesis. Hence that hypothesis is known as a Steward hypothesis. Steward proposed the another modified scheme of interconversion of starch and the sugar for the stomatal movement. Steward, that scientist, has given a hypothesis on that interconversion of starch and sugar that are related to the opening and the closing of a stomata. He believed that the conversion of a starch to glucose 1 phosphate, it is not sufficient. He believed that starch is converted. Okay, starch is converted to glucose 1 phosphate. Let's see what is the starch, what is sucrose, why needed here in a guard cell. Guard cell, because the in a guard cell there are the photosynthesis. That means the chloroplast is present. Due to that, photosynthesis is done. For that purpose, sucrose is formed, and sucrose is converted into starch. Okay, it should be converted into glucose in order to increase sufficient osmotic pressure. That are the concept. For this, ATP are also required, that the process should through the respiration in presence of oxygen. Guard cell carries the enzyme phosphorylase, phosphoglucomutase, phosphorylase. This enzyme is help in opening and the closing of stomata. Let's see, in this mechanism we are going to see only conversion of starch and sugar, and that is related to opening and the closing of stomata. Let's see when stomata become open. Let's see when photosynthesis will be done. In daytime, photosynthesis will be done. Glucose are the form in a plant. Okay, glucose plus ATP hexokinase. I am saying the last step. Stomata when closed. Glucose plus ATP hexokinase plus glucose 1 phosphate. Okay, then glucose 1 phosphate reacted with the phosphorylase, that converted into starch phosphate. Okay, at this condition, when glucose is converted into starch, stomata become a close. That is the basic mechanism. And daytime what happen? Starch plus phosphorylase. Phosphorylase is converted into glucose 1 phosphate, then phosphoglucomutate. Glucose 1 phosphate it is converted into glucose 6 phosphate, then glucose 6 phosphate is converted into glucose phosphate. That are the actual mechanism on the basis of that stomata become open and the close. Only one thing you keep in mind, at the night time glucose is converted into starch, and at the daytime starch is converted into glucose. Due to that, opening and the closing of stomata are depend. Let's see what are the actual mechanism are done in a plant daytime and the night time due to the starch and the sugar conversion, that is the starch and the glucose conversion. Let's see, in a leaf respiration is decreases and the photosynthesis is increases. In every leaf in the daytime respiration is a decreases. Why respiration decreases? Because to the photosynthesis having a daytime having the high speed as compared to the respiration. For that purpose, let's say I have explained night time glucose has a prepare. Okay, we started from the guard cell. The guard cell contain the starch at a night time. Okay, at night time guard cell contain a starch. Okay, starch it is a insoluble that converted into the sugar. That are the actual mechanism. Let's see in this figure, night time starch in daytime starch is converted into glucose, same starch is converted into sugar, that means glucose. And how are they that converted into glucose? Let's see. That is not basic, not in complicated mechanism. That is only only one reaction. Starch is converted into glucose, that means sugar. What happens due to the osmotic concentration of a guard cell are increases. Osmotic concentration of guard cell increases, then endoosmosis will be take place. Ultimately endoosmosis, that means intake of water will be take place. Due to guard cell become turgid and the stomatal pore become open. And what is that? Respiration decreases and photosynthesis increases. Respiration decreases, that means the CO2 is consumed. That means photosynthesis happen, that means the CO2 they need more CO2 for the photosynthesis. But due to respiration is low, CO2 concentration is also reduces, and due to which that the pH condition of a daytime that is alkaline. For that purpose starch is converted into sugar. Only one thing keep in mind, only one thing keep in mind, daytime starch is converted into glucose and night time glucose is converted into starch. That are the basic mechanism in daytime. Ultimately night time opposite concept are the done. What are the opposite concept? Glucose is converted into starch, that means sugar is converted into starch. But how that affect on the opening of the stomata? The osmotic concentration of a guard cell will be decreases. Okay, osmotic concentration of guard cell will be decreases. Exoosmosis will be take place. Exoosmosis, that means removal of water or removal of water from the cell. Due to guard cell become flaccid and the pore become closed. What happens in night time? In daytime we have see the daytime there is a respiration is low and photosynthesis is high. In night time there is a opposite condition, respiration is high and photosynthesis is a low or no. CO2 concentration will be increases. Why CO2 concentration will be increases? Because the night time respiration it is having the more speed and the pH will be acidic, and that helps to convert sugar into starch. That are the basic mechanism. Based on above mentioned theory, the process of opening and the closing stomata in a light decrease the CO2 concentration of a leaf, increase the pH of a guard cell, hydrolysis of starch, hydrolysis of a starch to sugar by enzyme, increase the osmotic pressure, endoosmosis of water guard cell, and the stomata become open. Let's see in this figure, only one, any figure you keep in mind, but that figure explain our hypothesis, that are the Stewart hypothesis. Let's see, start anywhere from we started. First thing, photosynthesis are taking place. The photosynthesis are taking place, that means respiration become a low and the pH become a high, that is a alkaline. The conversion of a starch into the sugar, the conversion of a starch into sugar increase the cell sap, that means increase the osmotic pressure. Endoosmosis will be take place, increase the turgor pressure, and the stomata become a open. That are the daytime reaction. And what happen night time? There is no photosynthesis, respiration rate is increases. Due to increasing respiration rate, sugar is converted into starch and decreases the cell sap concentration, that means osmotic pressure. Exoosmosis will take place and decreases turgor pressure, and decrease turgor pressure, stomatal pore become a close. That are the Stewart hypothesis. What are the demerit of a Stewart hypothesis? Let's see. The starch sugar interconversion theory having the some disadvantages. What are that? First number, in the presence of light, starch disappear from a guard cell and the malic acid appear and not to the sugar. And most of a plant, they having some disadvantages. In daytime there is a starch not appear in a plant, okay, and instead of that malic acid is appear, so that Stewart hypothesis will not obey in such plant. Starch has not reported in a guard cell of a many monocot plant, okay. Starch has not reported in a many of a many of a monocot plant such as a allium amaryllis iris, that are plant. Guard cell, there is no reported of a starch is a present. According to osmotic pressure of a guard cell increases due to the formation of glucose 1 phosphate in a guard cell, but found that the presence of a phosphate ion that causes the development of osmotic pressure in presence of a glucose phosphate. That means glucose 1 phosphate that are the relation with the increasing the osmotic pressure. But our theory says that the starch to conversion of a glucose, that are the exact reason of opening and the closing stomata or increasing the osmotic pressure. Enzyme phosphorylase conversion of a starch to glucose 1 phosphate, but not to formation start from a glucose 1 phosphate. This reaction controlled by the some other enzyme about we do not know it. That means this reaction run by the other enzyme but not a phosphorylase enzyme or the mention that enzyme. The theory could not explain extra effective blue light at a time of a stomatal opening, and the sometime blue light are when blue light exposed to the stomata or the leaf, there is the opening and the closing are depend upon the blue light, but theory doesn't know about the blue light any mechanism. That are the first theory of a Stewart hypothesis. Next theory we going to see in a next lecture.